It's got a little bit of a curve to it here. Interesting. Hey everybody, good morning. It is just a calm, smooth, beautiful Labor Day weekend out here as we are headed west. We are just about to fly over the Blue Ridge Mountains in Shenandoah National Park. Immediately off to our left, we have Old Rag Mountain. We're cruising along at a whopping 6,500 feet today because we've got some pretty high mountains to cross up in the Allegheny before we can get back down to usual cruising altitude. But today we're heading out to Huntington, West Virginia to land at Robert Newlon Field. It's a 2,300-foot grass strip. I've never been in there before, but I've seen a bunch of videos of it out on YouTube. And it looks pretty cool. It's right on the banks of the Ohio River. The approach is right in over the river, so it should be nice and scenic flight out there today. From Newlon Field, we're going to head up the Ohio, land in Gallipolis, Ohio, to fuel up before continuing further upstream all the way to Parkersburg, West Virginia, before we make the turn eastward to head back to Warrenton. It's just a beautiful, smooth day out. We've got a pretty good headwind on the nose right now. We're only doing about 84 knots over the ground. That's supposed to get better, though, as the day goes on. Anyway, it should be a fantastic day. We'll even have a little bit of a tailwind coming home if that forecast holds up, so fingers crossed. Anyway, thanks for coming along today, and I hope you enjoy. Right now we're about 2/3 of the way out to Newlon Field. Finally got over the hump of the Alleghenies, so we're able to descend down to about 4,500 feet here. Still leaves plenty of clearance over the terrain. Winds are much, much better down here. We're doing at least 15 knots faster here. So should be on the ground in Newlon in just under an hour. Still some patchy fog out in a few of the valleys here, but for the most part, it's just been clear, smooth sailing. Newlon Field traffic, Skyhawk 7042 Alpha is left downwind for runway 2, Newlon. Newlon Field traffic, Skyhawk 7042 Alpha is turning left base for runway 2, Newlon. Newlon Field traffic, Skyhawk 7042 Alpha is turning final, runway 2, full stop, Newlon. Got a little bit of a curve to it here. Interesting. That was nice. Track that curve though. Cool little field. Newlon Field traffic, Skyhawk 7042 Alpha is departing runway 2, will be straight out to the north, Newlon. They got an on-field cafe there at Newlon, but it doesn't open for another hour and 15, so we're going to be on our way. It's straight up the Ohio River here, over some barge traffic, headed right on into Gallipolis. For our next stop, we'll pick up some gas. For now, though, we're just going to check out some of the sights of the Ohio River Valley here. Gallipolis traffic, Skyhawk 7042 Alpha is overflying the field, 1,600 to join left downwind for runway 5, Gallipolis. Gallipolis traffic, Skyhawk 7042 Alpha is joining left downwind for runway 5. Full stop, Gallipolis. Gallipolis traffic, Skyhawk 7042 Alpha is turning left base for runway 5. Full stop, Gallipolis.
No Junction. So skydiving 14,000 feet and below Junction, middle town.
Gallipolis traffic, Skyhawk 7042 Alpha is turning final for runway 5. Full stop, Gallipolis. That's an interesting downwind there. Loose side of the runway because of the intervening mountain. That was nice.
So we just fueled up here out of Gallipolis, Ohio, $5.50 a gallon, pretty good. They're actually building a brand new FBO right here. The current FBO is in a trailer, but this one's well underway. Pretty sleepy little airport, not a lot going on here this morning, but good place to stop for sure.
Gallipolis traffic, Skyhawk 7042 Alpha is taking runway 5. We'll be departing the pattern to the north along the river. Gallipolis. Fun winds here. And right now we are cruising along the Ohio River. We have West Virginia on the right side of the river. We got Ohio on the left side of the river. We're going to be headed upstream toward Parkersburg before we turn off back east to Warrenton. Newlon Field, man, that was fun. Super fun little strip, 2,300 feet, so not super long, but that was just a really cool approach over the river and then coming in through the trees there. They had a really sweet square tail Cessna 182 they're using for jump operations there as well. They were getting ready to load some skydivers up in for the first load of the day. Then we hopped on up to Gallipolis. Nice little airport. Interesting downwind for runway 5. You've got a mountain ridge. It's kind of between downwind and the runway. So as you descend down or below pattern altitude, past the threshold of the runway, you actually lose sight of the runway before you curve out around the end of that mountain there. But sweet little airport, cheap gas, and they got a brand new FBO under construction. So looking forward to coming back here once that's finished. But just a nice day of flying. We've got a whole bunch of birds up here right now. So doing a lot of dodging of hawks and vultures. But yeah, should be back in Warrenton in about 2 hours and 20 minutes or so. Just a great day of flying along the Ohio River. right now we are coming up on Elkins, West Virginia. The Elkins Airport is just off our right wing there. We're cruising along at 106 knots over the ground. I hope we don't burn up on re-entry right now. We're at 7,500 feet. That's about 5,000 feet higher than I typically like to cruise at, but we got some pretty high mountains up here. We get to cross the Allegheny. And down below this little cloud layer that's starting to form, it was super, super bumpy. As soon as we got up above this cloud layer, smooth as glass. So we should be back in Warrenton in, just about an hour or so. And I don't intend to come down from here until we have to, because I know as soon as we get lower, the bumps are going to start right back up. Warrenton traffic, Skyhawk 7042 Alpha is turning final 33, Warrenton. Gonna be gusty. Straight down the runway. That speed up. Oh, man. Given these conditions, I will take that every day and twice on Sunday.